So I'm your teacher, Sir Lasula. Okay, so our topic is all about the types of welding defects. Okay, our objective for this lesson is to identify the different type of welding defects. Okay, so the first type of welding defects is weld crack. Okay, so if we say weld crack, so the most serious defect of the solder joint. Cracks may appear on the surface inside the weld or heat affected zone. Okay, so we have two types of weld crack. First is the hot crack. Okay, so we say hot crack appears during the crystallization of weld joints when the temperature is quite high. Okay, so the temperature of the hot crack may appear in the 10,000 Celsius. Okay, another type of weld crack. Okay, so these are this is the example of hot crack. Okay, another type of wheel crack is the cold crack. Okay, so if we say cold crack, so appears at the end of a welding at the temperature below 10,000 Celsius. Okay, so if we say cold crack, so it is below the temperature of 10,000 Celsius. Okay, and if we say hot crack, so it is above 10,000 Celsius. So I have here a picture of the hot crack. Okay, so we'll proceed to another type of weld defects. Okay, so we are done to our first wheel defects, the wheel crack. So and another type of wheel defects is the blue hole. Okay, so if we say blue hole, it is formed due to the gas phenomenon in liquid metal. The wheel cannot escape when metal paddles solidify. Okay, so I have here example of our blowhole. So as you can see, uh, it can you will see the blowhole inside in the center of the wheel example. Okay, so the next type of wheel crack uh, welding defect is slug inclusion. Okay, so if we say slug inclusion, so this is defect is easily presented in the wheel. Okay, the slug may exist. So we have two types of slug inclusion. Okay, so we can see the slug inclusion through in welding or on the surface of the wheel. So we have two uh, two way how to identify the slug inclusion. So in welding or on the surface of the wheel. So this is the example of our slug inclusion. Okay. Another type of our uh, welding defects is undercut. Okay. So if we say undercut, so undercut reduces the working effect of the link, creating high stress can lead to the structural damage. So this is the example of our uh, our welding defects. Okay, so it the evidence of it is seen. Okay, so another welding defects is overlap. Okay, so if we say overlap, the phenomenon of liquid metal spills on the surface of the welding band. Okay, so these are the example of our overlap weld defects. Okay, so I have here some questions. So those are the weld defects. Okay, so for our activity, or I have here questions for you. Okay, so number one, what is welding defects? Okay, so and another number two, what are the different types of welding defects? Okay, so uh, those are our those are the welding defects, okay, that you may encounter when you are performing your welding. So as you can see, we have five, okay, so welding defects in welding. Okay, so I hope that you have learned about the welding defects in our lesson. So thank you for listening, and once again, I'm Sir Pathrusim R. Lasula.